Are you willing to sacrifice everything in your life to stand up for what's right? And do you like being liked? Because you won't be if you stand up for the truth. How we analyze information, our belief in information, and then our utter belief in taking in new information, and just because we don't want to believe it, we pretend that it can't be true, emotionally, is hurting us as a country. They're playing us left to right, right to left, every single day. We need to be open to information, to know exactly how this Truman Show really is. Oh, honey, almost everything has been a conspiracy of people getting together to conspire. And it's deep. It goes deeper than most people can even fathom. And I know it rocks people's world. So we have a thinking problem going on in America. I realize that people just want to believe what they believe, and they don't want to be nudged in a direction that they are not willing to look at or willing to take in the information. 50s and 60s changed so drastically, completely unnatural to any other decade or 2 decades in history. How did that happen? It was a decade after the infiltration into the media, the Washington Post, and psychological operations. The intelligence agencies never really were going to do very, very much work on foreign ground. Most of the work they did was right here. Do you feel played yet? Just a little. NASA was called NACA to start with. We got the Nazi scientists over here from World War II, and then all of a sudden we got this program that went from planes and the NACA, to NASA, space.
Very interesting time.
And isn't it interesting that it was named after Greek gods? Apollo, Artemis. Did anyone ever wonder about that and why that was the case? Is really, really interesting. Greek mythology was used as a means to explain the environment in which humankind lived, the natural phenomena that witnessed, and the passing of time of the days and months and the seasons. Greek myths were connected to religion, but explained the origin and the lives of the gods. So it wasn't actually God, it's godless. And what it is 12 basic gods are the reason for the creation of Mother Earth, who apparently spit us out. I don't know. I guess we don't have a creator. Mother Earth did it. Anyway, it was a reason to describe all of that and to put the heavy weight on nature and on the environment as the creation of us and the creation of all things. And there's so much about NASA that has never added up. People are finally starting to figure it out. They're finally starting to figure out what a money laundering scheme this has been for such a long time. And then the billionaires, they all have the exact same interest. I've always found that kind of funny. The high-profile billionaires all putting their money into space. Maybe it's a money laundering operation that works both ways. You know, when I ask these questions about NASA, and I realize how many people were involved at Langley that brought us NASA, and the German scientists involved that were full-on Nazis that brought us NASA. And then all of a sudden, we go to the moon and then we can't go back for 50 years and we still can't go back. So they're offering their little chip is, well, we're gonna land something on the moon. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I wish people would actually really look into it. Why do we fear so much? Why is it so hard for us to break away from the pack and display any courage at all? When you speak out about the truth resonates. It has a power. It has an ability to settle in your soul, and you can't unknow it. This is where you and I and all of those listening could actually change the world, because it doesn't take very many people to change thought. It takes a small army. It always has in the past taken a small group of people to change things. Just that people don't want to be called crazy and they don't want people not to like them. That's what's sad. Way too many lies, not enough questions that we're asking. It's just the state of where we're at, I think, intellectually in this country. There's a reason you know what you know. And there's a reason that the group is probably always going to be very small that actually understand what's happening and must lead. We have to lead.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
We're lacking curiosity.